The letters were never meant for you. So why can't I stop? I never expected him to write back. And maybe that was the point. Maybe pouring my heart into ink felt safer when I knew it would never echo back. I wrote by candlelight, always, every night, on cream-colored sheets, scented faintly of sandalwood and longing. The words were confessions I didn't have the courage to say aloud. To the man who once kissed my neck like a secret and disappeared without a goodbye. They weren't just letters, they were sins I wanted to be forgiven for, hopes I didn't deserve, and soft, wicked dreams that still clung to my skin when I woke up alone. Every week, I mailed one. To the address he scribbled on my spine the last night we made love, joking that I'd forget it by morning. He was right, I never forgot, but he never replied, until someone did. It wasn't him. I knew that from the very first sentence. You write like you're trying to bleed quietly. I'm sorry he's not reading. But I am, and now, I can't look away. The handwriting was masculine, elegant, but unfamiliar. I stared at it for hours, heart pounding like a traitor. I told myself it was creepy. I told myself to stop. But the next night, I wrote again, this time, not for the man I once loved, but for the stranger who saw me in ways that burned. They weren't for you. His reply came the next day. But they saved me anyway. He called my loneliness beautiful. He circled my metaphors and kissed the ones that hurt. He read me like no one ever had, and worse, I let him. He asked questions I had no business answering. Do you always write naked truths with clothed lies? Have you ever written something that made you ache for touch? Would you let someone love the pieces he forgot? And I answered, every time. I didn't know his name. I didn't know his face. Just ink, and ache, and words that made me want to undress in more ways than one. Then, one night, his letter said, I watched you write last night. Candlelight suits you, but the way you bit your lip after the third paragraph. That nearly undid me. My breath hitched. He'd seen me. He'd been there, outside. I should have called someone, locked every door, but instead, I picked up my pen with shaking fingers and wrote. Come inside. I'm tired of hiding between pages. The night he read me aloud. I waited. The air was thick. My body didn't feel like mine. Every part of me was awake, every nerve listening. At 12:47 a.m., I heard it. The click of my door, not knocked, opened, footsteps, measured, soft, confident. I didn't move. I sat by the candle, my letter still warm, my breath uneven. Then I saw him, not a shadow, not a ghost, a man, real and wrong in all the ways that made my mouth dry. He was taller than I imagined, eyes the color of ink, hair messy like midnight, a jaw that looked like it had bitten through more than just words. He didn't speak at first. He looked at me like I was the final chapter of a book he had waited years to finish. Then, slowly, he knelt beside me, picked up the letter I had just written, the last one, and said, May I read you aloud tonight? I nodded. I don't know why. His voice was velvet and smoke. He read every word like it mattered. Like it was holy. Like I was. But then he stopped. He folded the letter and placed it beside my bare thigh. Looked up at me and whispered, You've written so much about him. But I wonder, when will you start writing about us? Something in me cracked. Or maybe melted. I touched his face. Maybe when I know your name. He kissed the inside of my wrist first. Then my palm. Then my throat. Then write this, love, he said. Your letters never reached the man you lost. Because they were always meant for the man you were yet to find. His lips brushed mine, not with hunger, but with reverence. Like a man tasting poetry. And when he kissed me fully, I realized I didn't need replies anymore. I just needed someone who knew how to read me. And he read me until sunrise. Every single page.